All right, y'all. Thank you for tuning into my channel. I want to give y'all a step-by-step vlog on the process, what I had to go through to build my home, my first home, with me and my mom. If you see her in the video, that's my mom. We did it together. Just a little backstory behind it. Going into it, nor my mom have any type of construction background. Initially, I wanted to get a mortgage to do the construction. However, what my plan was to build a house and sell it. So when you building something, you want to sell it as soon as it's done building. You can't do that when you have a mortgage. When you get a mortgage, you have to live in the house primarily at least 2 years, depending on what mortgage you have.
Do
So
you
with that
understand the
being
not get
said,
out?
I didn't want to have to live in the house at all. With the house being in Florida and I live in Georgia, so the next thing I could do is just build out of pocket and hire a contractor. But once I got to that next step, and talking to a contractor, I noticed that I wouldn't like. He was charging me $100,000 just to put together a team. That's pretty much what a contractor does. He hires a lot of subcontractors to do everything. So once he told me how much he would charge me, I'm like, oh no, on top of construction and all of that. So I would have to spend like 300 and some $1,000s to get my house built if I would have went through a contractor. So let me tell y'all what I did. I pretty much just built on owner builder, and I just went down to the county office and I just had them bullet point everything I needed to do as far as paperwork to get my permits to even start building. Now, doing getting the paperwork was definitely a challenge because it was things they was asking that I never even heard of, but it wasn't a challenge I wasn't up for. I'm a very ambitious person. I feel like if I want to do something, I want to do it, and I just have to find my way of doing it. I definitely took a risk, and I just want y'all to take a look at my risk. What I went through as far as building my home. Um, trying to set
Box
myself
getting ready
up
to go up.
for longevity with my finances and just trying to make me some money, y'all. So just check me out. I'll let y'all know exactly what's going on in the videos. I got some pictures to show you guys. All right, y'all. So as y'all see,
They
so
ain't even
far I got the
started yet.
foundation laid already with the concrete. To be honest with y'all, for me to pour that whole foundation for the frame of the house, that was about $10,000. On top of getting these blocks, I think I spent a good $7,000 for the blocks. I got them from Home Depot, and I got the concrete from a local place down in Sanford where I built the house at. Um, as y'all see, you might see people filming for me in different kind of footages. Some footage look better than other, but I just had to get what I got, y'all. I lived in Atlanta, and I built the house in Sanford, Florida, which is like 480 miles away. I went back and forth every other week to even check on it. But while I'm not there, the blessing that I had was I had family around. So, I have them go and like get footage for me. Just check it out and tell me if they see anything, like, they had any questions, like just let me know and then I follow up with who I had working. So that was the blessing. My mom stayed around the corner from the house, so she helped out a lot with me building the house. So that
Yes,
helped
sir.
me a lot. It was very stressful,
This shit
especially
feels
building
so
a house
surreal.
out of state. And you can't really
Let me get
show
a
up and
second to
check it
load
out.
this
But
shit that I got.
yeah. And as of here, you see the blocks is going up. Um, they putting the cement on the blocks, just framing everything as far as the block work, getting all that together. Yeah. And this is the final touch of the people who laid the blocks. So now the block part is done. And on to the next part. So the next part is the framing of the house. As you see, the framing is the part that kind of defines the rooms. It might look like the room is going to be a little small, but just with the frames, once you get the drywall in, it definitely give it more light on how big everything will be. But as of here, I got the framing done. With the framing, I think I spent like $11,000 for him to frame it for me. And when he framed it, he also he does the truss. He puts the truss on the roof. If you guys don't know what a truss is, it's the frame of the roof at the top before they can put the roof on. So you can't put a roof on without a truss. And you have to build the truss once you order it. All right, y'all. So now with the truss up and running, baby, on to the next. And if y'all look at the top of what I got the camera on, that is the HVAC stuff that was getting installed. But when you getting your truss and your frame and all that kind of stuff done, you have to also loop in the person who will be doing your HVAC, because they have to come in around the same kind of time to do their job as far as what they have to do to complete what they have going on. So with the HVAC, electrician, plumber, when stuff get completed, they have stuff they have to go in and do as well. And they're going to complete it. They kind of all work together as far as what needs to be done. I got the HVAC up. You see, where like, you know, the heat, the AC gonna be running through. Yeah. So I got that up and running. So far with the framing at this point, you can see how big the rooms will be, where the front room is. You can't see what the kitchen is yet because I had to put the cabinets and stuff into the kitchen.
That's like doing this in my community, and nobody really.
But listen to what I'm saying, y'all, because I'm saying some real stuff. And don't judge me how I look, baby. I was in my construction mode, okay? All right.
What I did was I just went down to the county office and I just explained to them like, hey guys, I'm young. I really want to build a house and I want to invest and flip it. I don't have no leadership on like helping me or whatever. And I just told them like they can bullet point everything for me and go from there, because I don't have a contractor. I'm doing owner builder, and going from that, not having a contract, I'm doing a contractor job, and it's a lie. So I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning as I go. And I would like to like just show people that if you don't have an idea, don't let that discourage you. You know, you get out there, you figure it out. I promise you, like if I can do it, anybody can do it. This is my first home. It's a 2,300 square foot home that I designed myself. I got with an architect to help me get this together. I really came a long way. I started in January, so I think I'll be wrapping about 2 months. And I just wanted to kind of give an insight on like what it really takes to do it from an owner builder perspective. I know some people hire contractors, but I'm doing it in a way I am the contractor, I am the owner, and I will be the person selling it too. So I wanted to kind of eliminate the middleman. And just to give you a little insight on me, I'm 28 years old. I'm originally from Sanford, Florida. I reside in Atlanta. The home that I'm building is here in Sanford, Central Florida. And that's crazy too, because I actually live in Atlanta and I'm building a home in Florida. My first home with no guidance. So I'm learning as I go. I do what I can when I'm here. I'm back and forth on how to figure everything out. So I just want to be able to be a light to the people who out here who want to try and get it started, you know, save your money. I do know when I was in college, I didn't really party like the college students. I saved my money. I made sure my credit was amazing. So whenever I got started to do this, that I'd be in the right place, at least with that. I do know when you're starting out building a house and you want to sell it, you can't ask for a mortgage. You kind of got to do it out of pocket. So that was something I had to learn too as I went and figure it out. But I'm here, I'm almost there, and I'm super excited. I have a lot coming. This is not my only property. I also have another property around the corner from this one that once I sell this house, I'm looking to start building over there. And I also have a condo in Tallahassee. So I'm really, really inside the real estate world. I'm just ready to expand a little bit more, and I would love to invite people into what I have going on because it's so intriguing, and it's just amazing, like being into this world. So I'm sweating right now. It's hot in Florida, so I hope y'all like don't mind me. I don't really look like this. I'm really a catch.
Wire that's an inch and a
All
quarter
right,
from
y'all.
this
So
edge
here I
to
have the
here, it needs
inspector.
a nail plate. So if you take it like and run it this way, this one will be farther away. That's not it. But if you take a nail plate, so it's like this way, you know, so it's like this basically. So you just nail one side of it in, and the other one just overhangs that. Okay. So when they're screwing drywall, blah, 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 they don't hit it.
Okay.
And then like this one here.
And as you see, he's
They
pretty
moved
much
that. It
telling
was
me
back here,
what
so
we
move that
did
out of the way. That
wrong the
one's
first
okay
time.
there.
He,
So basically, I was
I failed the
checking out,
inspection the
they
first
said
round,
deeper boxes,
and
that's where you'll
sometimes
see
when
it.
I when you fail inspections, you need to have the inspector tell you exactly what you did wrong. A lot of times they'll come do an inspection when you're not there, so you want to be present. That way, if you fail it, you know how to communicate with the person who did that job, so they can do it right the next time. Once you fail an inspection, you have to, I think you get the next one free, but then you start having to pay for them each time they come out. So it's very important to get it down what they're saying.
Like I said, this box here is the perfect example. I mean, see how close that is right here?
Yeah.
So basically, if it's an inch and a quarter from that stud, needs protection. That one's farther away. It doesn't need it there, and that one's farther away. But if they can hit it from the edge of there to there, you got to have something to protect that wire there. So if you take a nail plate and put it long ways like this, so it's only one side's in here, the other side just hangs over.
Okay.
And that'd be fine.
You see how detailed he is as he's explaining it to me, y'all? That's exactly how he wanted when he come back and walk it.
And that'd be it, yeah.
All right, y'all. So now I have the roof completed, as you guys can see. And what the guys here are working on, they're doing the stucco on the house. If y'all know anything about houses in Florida, primarily all houses in Florida are stucco. It's like the material that go over the blocks. Let's see. And there you can see a police officer there. There's a lady across the street complaining on my workers, and they were stealing her water. Don't know how we were stealing her water, but yeah, she called the police on it. This is me with my mom. I think I had just got in town, and she was kind of going over everything that the inspector told her that we had needed to do. If you can just listen to her, she's trying to explain to me, as of now, I understand the attic. We have to cut a hole in the ceiling to put the attic.
Yeah. You got to have a way to get up in the top of the house.
Okay. What you
So-
mean?
Like in the house home,
Mm-hmm.
it's a square thing. If you need to get up in the roof of the house,
Yeah.
like when they had to go up there for something, you have to have an opening.
For the
Attic.
attic. Okay.
Yeah. So
And it's this right here.
I think you said this one. They look this one to get up in the attic. You have to take that piece out.
Alright, y'all. So now we got the drywall that was being installed, right? So it was very important that when my mom was showing me that hole was cut before the drywall, so that when the guys doing the drywall, they know to leave that hole open for the attic. So y'all can see now the house is coming together. It's starting to look bigger than what it was looking like at first. It's giving foundation. I can actually walk into the rooms. And like, okay. Now it was starting to feel real, y'all. This was like one of the best feelings, you know, coming home to see this. It was just feeling good, you know. I had a lot of things that knocked me down, and I just kept going. So, yeah. So this is the drywall. Kind of give y'all like a clean cut look. Me walking into the house, showing y'all the dining area, the kitchen. Still don't know. I know y'all still don't know what the kitchen gonna be yet, but this is the master room here that we walking into. The windows. I have 2 walk-in closets, and this is the master bathroom with the shower. You have to have dual rock that be in the showers too, y'all. Just so y'all know, dual rock is a sheetrock that's specifically for showers only. So if you ever do anything with a shower, you have to have dual rock. All right, y'all. So at this point, I had to get some cameras installed because I just had to know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Especially me living up here, baby. What is going on? Now, y'all see I got the kitchen cabinets and islands set up, right, y'all? So now y'all can see where the kitchen's going to be. So I'll take y'all back outside. So I finally got it painted. And we're getting the stones around the house installed at this point. Them stones is hard to find, y'all. I ain't gonna much lie. Bring y'all in the inside while I was getting the flooring done in the bathroom and in the whole house itself, and starting to come along a lot better. As you guys can see, there's the kitchen like I told y'all. I wonder if y'all really thought it was gonna be there, but that's the kitchen and cabinets. I finally got those installed. The whole kitchen set cost me about $10,000. Like, it was nothing less than $10,000, y'all. I kid you not. Everything was expensive. So, yeah. And to be honest with y'all, I spent like it was $7,000 I paid for the land itself. So the land was actually the cheapest part of the whole construction of the house. I bought it when I was in college. I had saved all my financial aid money to do it, and I did it. So, it's the best decision I always say I made, as a college student, because a lot of college students be out here just, being a college student. So I was different, thank God. And I just want to say I can't thank y'all enough for just joining, checking me out, what I had going on as far as the whole process of building the house from the ground up. If you guys have any questions or need to know anything on how I did stuff, drop it in the comments. I'll definitely respond to y'all. I'm the type of person, if I know, we know. So don't be afraid to reach out. This was a challenging task, but it was also fun as well. So to be able to develop something and always see it there, it's like a flex. So y'all don't ever feel afraid to ask any questions. From financials to where to get material to all of that. And now, as I wrap up, giving y'all like the staging look once everything was completed. It took me like 2 and then I say half years to complete it. With me not even living in the state, going back and forth, just going through a lot of trials and errors with it. It was definitely the most challenging thing I ever done in my life. Overall, I think I spent $220,000 to build it out of pocket, and I sold it for $365,000. So ultimately, I made like $120,000, I want to say, off my first flip. So I appreciate y'all taking y'all time out to look at what I had going on. If you have any questions or feedback, drop it in the comments.